Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So this is actually a lot earlier than I normally do for rated recruitment heroes, whether you should pull or pass them. But I think we have most of the information we need to make a definitive decision on Isabella, and this is very important because today is the first day where she is actually meta in Dream Realm in the Nocturne Judicator boss. Like we predicted, this was probably her best chance of actually making it into any top team, and she is in the top team. However, the problem with it is that she is not functioning at low copies because she is not able to survive long enough to get value off in the fight. And the thing about Isabella, and really any support hero, if they're running in a Dream Realm, they need to survive for the whole fight. And until we make it to endless difficulty, there are going to be survival issues. We're in epic difficulty, we're going to be in hell difficulty, because our resonating levels are low and the boss damage output is high. When you make it to endless, there's kind of a switch, because at that point your resonating level is higher. And also the boss doesn't deal as much damage, and so then survival isn't that much of an issue. And that's why, for example, in endless difficulty you never run heroes like Coco, because they're just not needed. However, up until making to endless, you're going to need the survival. So this is the major issue. Because Isabella is not working at low copies, I cannot recommend a free-to-play or even light spender player to actually recruit for on the rated recruitment banner, because rated recruitment is very expensive, and you want to save your resources for the most impactful, most game-changing, in multiple top Dream On boss teams, heroes. Now, if Isabella was in the top team, even at low copies, then I could say, you know, you can go for one hit of her off the banner, but that is not the case. She needs to be, as of right now, Mythic Plus, or ideally even Supreme Plus, +5 exclusive equipment. So the exclusive equipment is working at +5. That is a fortunate news. People have done testing of that. +10 is a little bit better, of course, but like +5 is working. But basically, this is the thing. She needs high investment. You're going to need at least 6 hits off the banner to build it up to Mythic Plus, and that is like a minimum to make it even functional. And until we make it to Endless Dream Realm, nothing is going to change. You're still going to have survival issues. You're still going to need high investment up until making it to Endless, and Endless difficulty only comes in Phase 2. It will not come in Phase 1. Because at level 600 resonating level, that is not high enough to actually be making it into endless difficulty generally for any boss. And so we're gonna, up until like mid of phase 2, where Isabella will need to be Mythic Plus or above probably to have any use in Dream Realm. So what my recommendation is that everyone should be putting her on your wish list after she comes off the banner. That's kind of a no-brainer, because when you look at the A-level grade 1 wish list, it's not really that stacked. You have Bonnie, who is important, and then Isabella is going to be like the second most important. Like, Nero is really good for PvP, but not for Dream Realm. Isabella at least is best in the Nocturne Judicator boss, so like everyone should be putting her on wishlist, because of course you'll also have no copies of her, so you want to get her built up fast. And the thing is, when we make it to endless difficulty, if it is indeed that she will work at low copies because there won't be survival issues anymore, then you're going to have those low copies off of the wish list. So basically, for right now, these 15 days, you just do not recruit for Isabella, because it is going to take too many copies. It is only going to allow you to boost your score in one Dream On boss as of right now, and most likely there's not going to be any other Dream On boss where she is best in, because this was a boss most catered to her. And the crazy thing is, even in this Nocturne Judicator boss, yes, she is a pretty big, decent amount of a score boost, but nothing crazy either. Like, the top score I got was 150 billion damage with like high level investment. And when I look at the No-Isabella team, so the top team was using Isabella and Faye, as you see here. Now, the version of Faye without Isabella, that hit 136 billion damage for me. So there's only actually a 14 billion score gap between the top pay-to-win Isabella team and then the top non-Isabella team. And there could even be some other non-Isabella teams which are coming out. Like, there's actually a Zany team, which might be even a little bit slightly better than this one. And I think there could be more in future testing. So basically, there's not a huge score gap by building Isabella, number one. Number 2, she needs to be built to Mythic Plus or above in order to at all function. Otherwise, she's not going to do anything. You don't even want to run her in the team unless she's Mythic Plus or above and can survive. And then she can work at +5 or +10 exclusive equipment, so that isn't as much of an issue. So that is basically it. And so for a free-to-play or light spender, I cannot at all justify or recommend you to be rate up recruiting her, because she's just not impactful enough. And the only basically reason that maybe it would have been worth to get one hit or low copies is if she was functional in Dream Realm with low copies, but currently she is not. In Endless she probably will be, but by then you'll already be able to put her on wishlist and get a couple copies off wishlist, and you'll be good to go off of that. So that's basically the opinion, but it is good news. It is good news, so don't be basically demotivated by this, because I actually see this as really good news, because both Perseus and Isabella, they have been heroes that basically you can skip on the rate of recruitment. It will hardly do anything to your account. And so we can just save. So far, you can just save all your resources. Like the last summon was in the previous season, Ravion, that banner. And now we can just save our resources for upcoming meta heroes. So that is good, because we know we have the collab coming this season, which is people are trying to save up for that. And then of course we're gonna have other heroes which may be meta. We know Nazwick is coming right after this, and I am excited to see Nazwick. Again, I'm not really convinced whether he's gonna be meta or not yet. We don't have enough information, but like I am sure that there are going to be probably 3, maybe even 4 rate up recruitment heroes which are gonna be meta, or like even maybe must pull status. Because if we look at the previous season, we had Damon, we had Valara, we had Pandora, we had Ravion. Those are all really, really strong heroes, like, and all basically must pull status. So that's why it's always better to save your resources and only make the most efficient decisions. And so, and don't basically, of course, the spenders should probably build Isabella just to min-max everything if they want. But even them, you can just wish this to her later and build her up. Like, eventually, it's gonna get done. And like I said, in Endless difficulty, I really think she's not gonna have the same survival issues, and then maybe she will actually be able to function. So basically that's my opinions about Isabella. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you already recruited for her? Are you planning to save and, like, skip her on the banner and get her on the wish list? Or do you have any other plans? Let me know in the comment section. It's always interesting to see that. But I think this is basically is good news, because she is not overall meta, and when we come to other, like, it's just the other Dream On bosses, she's not going to be able to fit. We've already done testing in multiple Dream On bosses after the time she's been out. This was the only boss which could have been a saving grace, and she is in the best team, but like only kind of a slight, like not a huge score difference. And also she needs investment to actually even function, because otherwise she's just going to die and do nothing and be worse than running a non-Isabella team. So that is basically the situation. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you are thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is links to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.